The story of Kali-Yuga and the promise of Lord Kalki. A long time ago, in a peaceful forest called Naimisaranya, many wise sages gathered to listen to stories about the past and the future. They wanted to know what would happen in the age called Kali-Yuga, a time filled with quarrels and dishonesty. They asked a kind and learned sage, Suta Gosvami, to tell them the story. Suta Gosvami began by offering prayers to Lord Narayana, the supreme god who protects the world. He told the sages how Lord Narayana would one day appear as Lord Kalki to save the earth from the troubles of Kali-Yuga. The beginning of Kali-Yuga. When Lord Krishna returned to his heavenly home after finishing his work on earth, Kali-Yuga began. Kali, the spirit of this dark age, was born from two terrible qualities, irreligion and falsehood. His family was full of bad traits like pride, greed, anger, envy, and fear, which brought sadness and chaos wherever they went. Kali loved bad habits like lying, cheating, and hurting others. Under his influence, people stopped being kind and truthful. Families broke apart, rulers became selfish, and nature became harsh, causing poor crops and strange weather. People cared more about money than goodness, and many pretended to be religious just to gain fame or riches. Over time, most people forgot to pray or chant God's name, and the world became full of sorrow. The gods asked for help. The gods in heaven watched as the world grew worse and worse. They were worried and didn't know what to do. So, they went to Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe, and asked him for help. Lord Brahma listened to their troubles and began meditating on Lord Vishnu, the protector of the world. Lord Vishnu appeared before him, shining brightly and full of love. He told the gods, "Do not worry. When the world becomes too dark, I will come to earth as Lord Kalki. I will be born in the village of Sampala to a kind couple named Visnuyasa and Sumdi. I will defeat the wicked and bring back peace and goodness." Lord Vishnu also told the gods to take birth as humans to help him in his mission. He said his divine consort, Kamala Devi, would also come to earth to be with him. The birth of Lord Kalki. When the time was right, Lord Kalki was born in the peaceful village of Sampala. It was a special day in the month of Vaisakha, and the whole world seemed to celebrate. The sun shone brightly, flowers bloomed, and a sweet fragrance filled the air. Even the gods in heaven rejoiced. Kalki's parents, Visnuyasa and Sumdi, were overjoyed to see their baby boy. When he was born, his form was divine, with 4 glowing arms holding heavenly weapons. But to live among humans, he soon took the form of a regular boy with 2 arms. The family held a grand celebration. Wise sages and holy people came to bless the child, including great saints like Parasurama, Kripakarya, and Vyasadeva. They gave him the name Kalki, which means the destroyer of evil. Growing up and preparing for his mission. Kalki grew up in a family that loved God and followed the path of goodness. He had 3 elder brothers, Kavi, Prajna, and Sumantra, who were brave and kind-hearted. His home was often visited by great sages, and he learned a lot from them. When Kalki reached the right age, his father prepared for his sacred thread ceremony, a special event that marked the beginning of his education. During this time, Kalki asked his father many wise questions about how to live a good and righteous life. His father explained how people had forgotten their duties and how important it was to bring back the values of kindness, truth, and respect. Hearing this, Kalki made a promise to himself: he would restore peace and goodness to the world. After the ceremony, he went to live with his guru, a wise teacher, to learn everything he needed for his mission. The promise of hope. Suta Gosvami ended the story by telling the sages that Lord Kalki would one day return on a mighty horse, holding divine weapons, to defeat evil kings and destroy the wicked. After this, he would bring back the golden age of Satya Yuga, where everyone would live in peace, truth, and happiness. The sages felt hopeful and grateful for the story. They prayed to Lord Narayana, knowing that even in the darkest times, the Lord would never forget his creation. The forest echoed with their prayers, and the story of Lord Kalki became a light of hope for everyone who heard it. This tale teaches us that no matter how bad things seem, goodness will always find a way to shine again.